Welcome to Next Tech. 2016 was the first ever year when Apple saw a year-on-year decrease in its piece of the overall industry in China, tumbling to 5th spot. It has been battered by Chinese merchants, for example, Huawei, Oppo, Vivo, and Xiaomi, which involved the initial 4 openings in 2016, that are offering better highlights, unrivaled advances, and cheaper items. With its possibilities in China diminished, Apple has focused on the second biggest cell phone market on the planet, India. Be that as it may, it is actually the more astute decision. In today's video, we are taking a look at why Apple fails in India and why it matters. Make sure you watch this video till the end to see what flaws in their strategy is making the worldwide brand to fail. India is home to 1.3 billion individuals. In only 5 years, it'll pass China and become the most crowded country on Earth. Furthermore, it shows. The roads are tumultuous, markets packed, and its economy overflowing with potential. While it's as yet 10 years behind on fundamental foundations like schools and disinfection, India's GDP is among the quickest developing on the planet, which for organizations implies 1.3 billion likely clients, a large number of whom are utilizing the internet out of the blue. Where Amazon, Google, and Uber battle to enter and contend with local people like Baidu and Alibaba in China, they have generally prevailed in India, with one major special case. Apple is mysteriously gone. The iPhone is a relentless, lucrative machine, more effective than Boeing's 737, Toyota's Corolla, and the whole Star Wars establishment. But then here, it just orders about 1% of the entire cell phone market. Simply somewhat recently, its administration took steps to boycott the iPhone over a conflict about security. Apple supposedly lost 3 key Indian heads, and it neglected to get endorsement from an authority retail location. It's protected to make statements that aren't going so well. Anyway, what makes India so extraordinary? Also, what's the significance here for the fate of Apple? This is the business marvel known as iPhone. Apple went from selling 1 million of every 2007 to 11 out of 2008, right to a record-breaking 231 million out of 2015. Turns out, individuals like greater telephones. The pattern couldn't be clearer. But at that point, something changed. Over the most recent 3 years, deals have been level. Furthermore, on the off chance that we take a gander at all cell phones, you can see Apple is no special case. What was 40 or 50 or even 60% development has now gotten 0. Presently assuming levels signifies reliably selling 200 million premium gadgets year after year. All things considered, that doesn't sound so terrible. The iPhone isn't declining, it's just not developing. However, Apple obviously is a public organization, and the securities exchange depends on the special case of development. It's insufficient to make a mind-boggling measure of cash. It needs to make a mind-blowing sum more than a year ago. Which brings us simple. There are 3 different ways Apple can sell an iPhone. Somebody purchasing their first cell phone, someone changing from a contender, or someone overhauling their present iPhone. The initial 2 have been amazingly productive, are as yet liable for a huge number of deals. In any case, there are just such countless people on Earth, and in any event for the present, Apple isn't occupied with making more. Which carries us to the 3rd classification. The clients it as of now has. For the normal individual, 2-year overhauls are getting 3 or 4, or at whatever point this telephone passes on redesign. Premium cell phone organizations are occupied with improving, longer enduring gadgets that will captivate more individuals to overhaul. However, that likewise makes them less anxious to update later on. It's an intense game to play. We have arrived at a point where the vast majority are, for the most part, content with what they have. Solely, Apple is excessively effective to its benefit. Today, it might sell a similar number of telephones, however, more benefit is being made because of the greater costs of X and X's and iPhone 11s. Besides, existing clients are significant in a greater number of ways that one we purchase, Apple Music, iCloud stockpiling, Apple Watch, AirPods, and soon, Apple Real-Time Video. Due to this, Apple no longer distributes the quantity of the telephone sold. Without a doubt, deals might be level, yet the normal selling cost is definitely not. The most recent 2 years have demonstrated individuals will pay $1,100, $1,200, $1,400. As such, this technique is working. However, it can't go up for eternity. Some places, there's a cutoff. What's more, that is the reason developing business sectors are, if not existential, in any event vital for the eventual fate of the organization. Thus, Apple needing clients meet India needing telephones. 63,000 Indians are pulled out of outrageous destitution consistently. Furthermore, organizations can barely wait. Presently, regarding crude GDP, India positions a noteworthy 6th spot, directly behind the United Kingdom. In any case, per capita, it's just $1,939 to China's $8,827. Then the less expensive iPhone XR begins at $749. What's more, that is in the event that you are an American. In India, the cost is 77,000 rupees, or around $1,100. What's more, once more, that is the less expensive model. The XS then again is upwards of $1,420. Apple's system of raising costs is misfiring. An expected 75% of cell phones are sold for under $250. What's more, 95% under $500. For a great many people, the iPhone is basically excessively costly. Indeed, even a lot more seasoned iPhone 6 and SE are sold at generally excessive costs. For that sort of cash, clients anticipate a fresh out-of-the-box new telephone, not a 3 or 5-year-old one. Most Indians don't accept cell phones, yet essential an element like the geophone, which is viably free with a little refundable store. In this way, the iPhone is a little sliver of the top-notch market, which is just a little portion of cell phone deals, which represent not exactly 50% of all telephone deals. There's simply not that much pie left. Presently, Apple has never simply been driven by unit deals or pieces of the overall industry. Generally, it's simply not keen on offering all value points. However, this piece of the pie is scarcely even perceptible. Sadly, cost is just a single contributor to the issue. It likewise needs brand acknowledgement, is influenced by a more vulnerable cache, in addition to levies, and in any event, for those that can bear the cost of it. The iPhone in India simply isn't as great an item. It needs Apple Pay. Apple Maps is supposedly restricted. Siri actually experiences difficulty understanding nearby accents. A portion of Apple's most underestimated resources are its more than 500 retail locations across 19 nations. It constructs Goliath glass blocks, remodels memorable theaters, and basically challenges the laws of physical science. Not on the grounds that it's cool, indeed, in light of the fact that they make a crazy measure of cash. No other organization gets more cash flow per square foot of retail space. Furthermore, in the events that you have any uncertainty about that, I challenge you to stroll through one without chancing upon anybody. In any case, this makes no difference in India. Here, telephones are sold in little neighborhood shops where brands have practically zero control. Not the best conditions for an organization which directs the stature of its tables. Also, at any rate, from the time being, it legitimately can't open a store. The Indian government necessitates that any unfamiliar claimed organization purchases 30% of its material inside the country prior to opening a retail location. Accordingly, Apple has begun producing the SE and 6S in India, which it might before long accomplish for more up-to-date telephones also. Meanwhile, Chinese brands like OnePlus, Oppo, and Vivo cautiously focus on the Indian market by delivering ease, privately fabricated gadgets. At last, the explanation Apple can't contend is basic. It's not able to adjust. The organization has every one of the assets on the planet, yet except if it rolls out a huge improvement in procedure, India won't ever be the following China for Apple. The iPhone represents more than 60% of Apple's absolute income. To proceed with development, it must choose between limited options, however, does what Apple does best, destroy its own flourishing item with a totally new class. Since arriving at a 1 trillion market cap, Apple stock has been uncommonly unstable. The Economic Times said that Apple intends to start fabricating cell phones in India, beginning with the most minimal valued model in its steady, the iPhone SE. CNET detailed that the organization is advertising a stopped adaptation of the iPhone 6 through online retailers at a limited cost of $450, in light of the fact that its items can't order a similar premium in the country. This is after Apple, regardless of rehashed demands, neglected to get consent from the Indian government to import renovated telephones in the midst of worries that it would utilize India as an unloading ground for old innovations. The fact of the matter is straightforward. Well-heeled Indians who can manage the cost of iPhones need the most recent and the best cell phone models, not the used articles Apple is attempting to showcase here. They aren't accepting iPhones on the grounds that they are actually predominant. They are getting them for social satisfaction and for their image esteem. They should have the option to flaunt to their companions and family members about having the most recent American item. On the off chance that Apple is not kidding about making advances into the Indian market, it needs to accomplish more than greater parts and open stores here. It should grow new items and administrations that suit the Indian market and purchase nearby contenders like Savin and Ghana. It should make new contributions that Indians truly need and can bear. With 500 million additional individuals going to be associated with the web through cell phones, India offers an ocean of chances. However, Apple needs to fall off its immaculate white lofty self-esteem and have the option to explore this sea. This brings us to the end of the video. What did you think? Do you feel that Apple can still revive their plan and succeed in India? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Share it with your friends and check out all of our other videos as well. See ya!